What is going on, everybody? It is Friday, May 10th, a little after 10:24 a.m. Eastern Time. The daily stock market recap. Just a slow day in the market because I think everybody is waiting and anticipating for Uber to come out. Go over the overall market right now. Market's turning red on the day. You can see we got a slight gap down. Market opens up, pushes up a little bit up to 286, and then just sells off. So more opportunity on the TVIX. Just really not much to talk about, really, because it's just a slow day. I think everybody's waiting for Uber IPO to come out. TVIX going from 2574, hitting a day high right here at 2782. Got the Qs right on the day. It's just been a slow red week for the overall market. And you got the VIX starting to perk back up a little bit as the markets are selling off. This was starting to fade off. As you can see, yesterday it hit a high of 23. AWSM making a move on up, but the 50-day on AWSM on the daily is right at $3.07. You can see this gapped up to a high of almost $4, crapped off, formed just a really good wedge right here, but just too slow, grinding up to me all the way up to $3 from this 260 level. I had my attention this morning on Plague. I said it at the beginning of the week. I said keep an eye on this. Let's look at this on the 30-minute. I said this was starting a base here at $4, and if it could get over 5 and hold, then this thing could potentially explode to the upside because the float on this is super, super low. But soon as I woke up and I seen it was gapping up, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Friday, maybe this thing will explode, but it just faded off. Market opens. It was opening right at 5. I wanted to see it hold above 5, volume attack it, and that didn't happen. And you can see right at the open, it got the death candle all the way down to 450. Then it was bottoming here at 450. And then I thought momentum could come into this and shoot up to the VWAP and test 5. But it just fizzled out. All the attention went on Gene. This is where all the traders were today. I don't like trading stocks at $1. I just don't have the patience for it. I think it's too random for me as a trader. It's just not my bread and butter. Trading stocks above $1 to $2 or below $1. But this had good opportunity on it today. I just feel it's overcrowded. Opens up at a mental area, $1, shoots up to $1.18, pulls back below $1 to $1.96, starts to grind up, and then FOMO comes in, and boom, rips up to $1.28. That was a nice move right here. And then it just sells off. I mean, this still could run up and make new highs on the day. It just, Gene doesn't really have my attention. I'm just waiting for Uber to open. And I'm thinking Uber will probably open at around noon. So 12 p.m. Eastern time. Because that's the time Beyond Meats opened up. Other than that, nothing just popped my eye today. Nothing at all. It's like stuff popped up and then just faded off. I got my eye on WKHS. I like this on the daily. I'll show you guys. I put fibs on it. Swing low up to the swing high. This had a big green day right here with Donald Trump's tweet. Gaps up, sells off, and you can see I put fibs on it, and right now it's currently bouncing at that 61.8 level on the fib, forming a nice little doji candle right here. So I'm keeping an eye on this to see if it can get above this $2 level, and you can see the 50% mark is right at 205 on the fibs. So I'm thinking if this can get above $2, this could easily shoot up to 225, 230 and get momentum in it. So I'm just waiting for a good bounce on WKHS, and it's setting up pretty nicely. And if you know stocks that have a big up move like this, I like to keep on watch the next couple days as if it's like a rubber band or a trampoline. When something retraces, the rubber band gets tighter and tighter and tighter and then snaps up. I like to call this the mid-candle breakout. When we have a big up day like this, I like to see the following days pull all the way back to around the midpoint of the first day and then have a nice bounce up. That's a good trading strategy to throw into the playbook. I call it the mid-candle breakout. And then we had a quick pump and dump on CREX. Real fast pump and dump on this. Goes from 270 and just boom, explodes all the way up to 365 and then falls right back down. I still got sale on watch coming up to this $20 mental level. If I zoom out, you can see this recently had a big gap down from $27.50 all the way down below $20. So I want to keep this on watch. You can see it's getting momentum today, going from $18.50 all the way up to almost $20. So this is a good day for sale. Yesterday, the day it gapped down, opens up, shoots up to 21.20, comes back down. Looks like it was trying to set up, couldn't break over the VWAP, sold off, and then consolidated the rest of the day from 19 to 19.50. Today it gets a slight gap down. Great grind on it. Look at this. Opens up, gets a washout from 19.20 all the way down to 18.50. Forms a nice little doji right there for a reversal and just starts trending and grinding its way on up. Nice move on sale. But I would look to trade sale like on a bigger time frame, like a 5-minute. But I'm waiting for this to get above 20. Above 20 and hold and start to show strength. It is starting to do its bounce right now. I want to see how this bounce does first. I want it to prove to me that it has strength. PRPO yesterday just had a random pop from 530s all the way back up to $7. Look at that. Just random out of nowhere. Started the day at 6s, sold all the way down to 540, and then just started grinding up, making a U shape to 620, pulls back, cup and handle breakout. Look at that. You got your U shape right there. You got your handle, starts to move back up, boom. Basic chart pattern that you should know. And then another U shape right there. This was on watch a while ago. It was likened to hold. Let me go to a bigger time frame. Go to a 15-minute. I was liking it holding this $7 level. You could see it spikes up all 7 right here. Gets a great U shape and then gets above it, forms a nice little wedge right there, explodes to the upside, comes all the way back down, bounces perfectly at 7, moves its way back on up, forms a high right there, put a trend line connecting the lower highs, comes right back down to 7 again, another little bounce up, almost touches the trend line there, just got smaller and tighter, broke through the trend line, and sold off. And then it just got a surprise and just exploded up. And now you can see this $7 is acting as resistance again. Let's zoom in on this. Does kind of look like it's forming higher lows. $7 resistance. So PRPO on high watch for this to break back above $7 to $7.25. I'll have to look on FinViz to see what its average true range is, but PRPO still on high watch. Uber still waiting for it to open. ABIO's falling off. AWSM's just now crossing over 3. Starting to get momentum now. Look at this thing. Look at that, just consolidation right there. And then from 290 explodes up. I liked AWSM this morning. It was on the watch list, but it just doesn't move enough for me. Doesn't have my attention. Other than that, that's just about it. GENE's back up to $1.22. Slowly starting to make its way back on up, but I don't like Gene though. It's too low priced for me. But we have seen a lot of dollar stocks this week pop off and take off. We were just talking about this in chat. Let me bring back up chat. Yeah, we had AMTX pop off this week from $1, going from 84 cents all the way up to $1.67. BURG from $1.50 up to almost $3. WKHS going from 90 cents all the way up to a high of almost $4. ATIS going from $1.40 all the way up to $3.30, and then today GENE going from 68 cents all the way up to $1.25. So this is paying attention and observing the markets. This was the theme this week for that I've discovered. Stocks under $1 or above $1 just exploding and then just falling. That was the theme for me. But I don't focus around stocks under $2. That's just my preference. Everybody has their own trading style. But that's going to be it for this recap, guys. I hope you guys had a great trading week. I'm just sitting around waiting for Uber to open. I want to see how Uber plays out. There's a lot of hype going into Uber. Comparing it to Lyft. Lyft so far today has just been choppy. Look at that. Spike up, spike down, spike up, spike down, spike up, spike down. Very choppy on Lyft. But if we look at Lyft, this thing's just been a total turd. And I know you all remember it when it opened up. This opened on a Friday as well, and it traded all day. But from 86 all the way down to 66, nice pop up to 70s, and then just sold off all the way down to 50s, and then consolidated for a while, and then now recently just broke below that bottom support here, and now it's acting as resistance. But I think I heard something too that people who work for Lyft are on strike because they don't offer benefits and pay their drivers well enough. Last time I heard, Lyft and what's the other one? Uber. It's more of like a little side job to, like, if you're going to work and you want to make an extra buck, you take someone with you that's in the area to the around the area that you're going. And it's just crazy when people try to make careers out of something that's supposed to be like a side hustle. And people just like to complain. But these are my personal opinions. You can either like it or not. I've never driven in Lyft or Uber. I don't know how it operates. I know Uber is looking more towards the future. Uber wants to have self-driving vehicles to take people places, and Lyft wants to rely on people taking people to places with their car. But I think there probably will be a documentary coming out on Uber and Lyft, because there is a lot of talk around these two companies and all the other companies that are trying to imitate these two companies. But that's going to be it for this, guys. One more. GH. I wanted to talk about this one. Big volatility on this thing. Where is it at? This right here. Look at it on the 1 minute. You can see today it gapped up really huge. Look at this explosion. From 71.50 all the way up to a high of 79.50. Opens up, quick perk, falls off, and then just starts grinding up and up and up and up and up. All that grinding turns into momentum, and then boom, more grinding and grinding and grinding, and now it's just selling off. Big range on this. This would have been an epic play. Nice $10 range right here in the first half hour of the day on GH. And again, a freshly new IPO. This is the year of the IPO, 2019. So always prepare and look at the calendars for upcoming IPOs. Add them to your list, because it's the hot thing this year. IPOs. And then zoom real quick. I liked this on the daily chart. This is the total days of Zoom. It's a freshly new released IPO. It's setting up really, really good on the daily. Connect the lower highs on this. Connect the higher lows. You can see it's just getting really, really tight right now. So this could be preparing for a potential break either to the upside or the downside. It could go either way. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with ZM. But that's going to be it for this, guys. I hope you guys had a great trading week. If you guys traded today, I hope you guys had some great trades. I didn't really see anything that I liked. I think there's no volume in the market. This is my opinion. I feel like people are waiting for Uber to come out and start trading. That's where all the attention's going to be. Make sure you guys tune in this weekend when I do the weekly recap on the indexes and the sectors. And if you guys have any video recommendations, leave a comment down below. If you guys have any questions or video recommendations that you want to see me do. And that's going to be it. Alright guys, happy Friday. And until next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Later everybody.